Good afternoon, friends. This is Dr. Praveen, Assistant Professor from the Department of Chemistry. Glad to start the session through this Google Class, in which I am going to discuss about the syllabus of BSc Part 3, Semester 5. But before to start discussing the syllabus, I hope that everyone is safe and fine. After a long period of lockdown, post due to corona outbreak, uh, we have not meet you. Even we restrict ourselves not to meeting our friends and not to go out, and everyone is waiting to unlock the regular human activity so that we can get back to our daily routine. As academic session has been started from 4 August, we were looking to open the college, but it seems that corona pandemic is not favoring us to do so. Our corona situation, we can say, not allowing to open the college. When will be situation under control and human life back on track? We don't know. Therefore, we decided we can't wait anymore and to start online theory classes. And therefore, I have decided to take first theory on introduction to syllabus, that is the chemistry syllabus of BSc Part 3, Semester 5. And one more thing I would like to tell you, that no official announcement received from the university about your theory and practical examination of semester 4, so you need not to worry about it. I think you all have prepared well, and whenever the timetable will be published, it will be informed to you, and you will have to appear for the exam. So you should be prepared, and I hope that you are all fully prepared. So now let me begin the first online theory class with the introduction to the syllabus, that is syllabus of BSc Part 3, Semester 5. And as you all know, there are 6 units in each paper. So likewise what you have seen in the semester 4 theory, there are also 6 units covering inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry, and the physical chemistry branch. And here I would like to discuss one by one. Your semester 5 chemistry syllabus has a total 6 units and 84 lectures allotted to us to complete all the 6 units. And here you can have assess here the your theory exam is of 80 marks, you know. Now let us discuss about the syllabus. As you know that the unit 1 and 2 belongs to inorganic chemistry, unit 3 and 4 belongs to organic chemistry, and unit 5 and 6 comes under physical chemistry branch. So let us start with the unit 1, which is comprises with the two part A coordination compound and part B chelates. Now let me see coordination compounds. In this unit, you'll have to study what is the coordination compound, the types of coordination compound, addition compound, double salts, complex salts, and important theory like Werner's theory, Sidgwick theory, and IUPAC rules for nomenclature of coordination compounds, the types of octahedral complexes, tetrahedral complexes, and square planar complexes. The geometrical isomerism in octahedral complexes also you'll have to study. You'll have to study the optical isomerism in octahedral complexes. Then the valence bond theory is applied to the structure and bonding in complexes of 3D series element. Limitations of valence bond theory, inner and outer orbital complex. Then part B. In part B, you'll have to study chelets. Chelet means the stability of complexes is depend on the formation of ring, you know, and that formation of ring is nothing but chelet effect that you'll have to study in part B in this unit. So this is a very much important unit as far as inorganic chemistry is concerned, coordination compound, which helps to understand the electronic spectra of the complex and the CFT. Unit 2, again it is comprises with the two part A crystal field theory, part B electronic spectra of transition metal complexes. Part A crystal field theory, इस यूनिट में हमें व्हाट इज क्रिस्टल फील्ड थियरी जानना है, the crystal field splitting in octahedral complexes and in square planar complexes, also in tetrahedral complexes हमें सीखना है. What is high spin and low spin complexes, how to determine the crystal field stabilization energy, and what are the factor which affecting the crystal field splitting in octahedral complexes. This one is also very much important topic in inorganic chemistry, CFT. In order to understand electronic spectra of transition metal complexes, which is part B, we need to understand crystal field theory first. Unless and until you have thorough knowledge of crystal field theory, you cannot understand electronic spectra of transition metal complexes. Okay, so electronic spectra of transition metal complex is also called as DD transition spectra of transition metal complexes because of the unique feature of d block element has vacant orbital, and therefore transition of electron from lower d orbital to higher d orbital takes place, and therefore it is also called as DD transition spectra. ये हमको इसमें सीखना है. एवरेस्ट स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी हैज सम सिलेक्शन रूल, इसमें हमने सिलेक्शन रूल भी देखने हैं. देन हाउ टू डिटरमाइन द ग्राउंड स्टेट टर्म्स इन्वॉल्व, वो भी हमें इस यूनिट में सीखना है. एंड देन ऑर्जेल डायग्राम, ऑर्जेल डायग्राम इज द बेसिस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्पेक्ट्रम. इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्पेक्ट्रम ऑफ मोस्ट ऑफ द एक्वो कॉम्प्लेक्सेस इज टू बी स्टडीड इन दिस चैप्टर. एक्वो कॉम्प्लेक्स मीन्स ये जो कॉम्प्लेक्स है इसमें वाटर एज ए न्यूट्रल लिगैंड हम यूज़ करते हैं, जो कॉम्प्लेक्स फॉर्म करता है. वाटर एज ए न्यूट्रल लिगैंड जो कॉम्प्लेक्स फॉर्म करता है, वैसे कॉम्प्लेक्स के हमको इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्पेक्ट्रा यहाँ इसमें स्टडी करने हैं. दैट मीन्स मोस्ट ऑफ द aqua and halo complexes electronic spectrum can be studied using this Orgel diagram. The unit 3 again comprises with the part A and B. Part A heterocyclic compound and part B organometallic compound. Heterocyclic compounds, what the name implies, these are the cyclic compound in which heteroatom is present. So two heterocyclic compound, pyrrole and pyridine, we have in our syllabus to study. Both are nitrogen heterocyclics in which the synthesis of pyrrole from acetylene, succinamide and furan, electrophilic substitution of pyrrole and molecular orbital picture of pyrrole is studied. Likewise, the synthesis of pyridine from acetylene, pentamethylene diamine hydrochloride, then electrophilic substitution in pyridine, then nucleophilic substitution in pyridine is also be studied in this unit. So only two heterocyclic compound, pyridine, will have to study in semester 5 syllabus. Then part B, organometallic compound. Again it is organic compound in which metal is directly introduced, which is form a bond with the carbon, like Grignard reagent. Alkyl magnesium halide known as Grignard reagent. Magnesium is the metal used in this organometallic compound, and because of wide synthetic utility, it is popularly or widely used all over the world, and name is given after the name of Victor Meyer Grignard, isn't it? सो मिथिल मैग्नीशियम ब्रोमाइड, ये ग्रिग्नार्ड रिएजेंट लेके हमको उसके सिंथेसिस, इलेक्ट्रोफिलिक सब्सटीट्यूशन एंड न्यूक्लियोफिलिक सब्सटीट्यूशंस देखने हैं. देन द रिएक्शन ऑफ ग्रिग्नार्ड रिएजेंट देखने हैं. रिएक्शन विद अल्डेहाइड, कीटोन, इथिलीन ऑक्साइड, एसिटिल क्लोराइड, मिथिल साइनाइड एंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड देखने हैं. Then methyl lithium. Methyl lithium, this is other second one organometallic compound in which lithium is a metal which directly attached to the carbon. उसके synthesis देखने हैं. Reaction with the water, formaldehyde, acetaldehyde, acetone and ethylene oxide and carbon dioxide देखने हैं. So the synthetic utility of methyl lithium is similar to the Grignard reagent, isn't it? So these are the two important organometallic compound we'll have to study in this part B. Then unit 4. Unit 4 comprises with the three part. Part A dyes, part B drugs, part C pesticide. Dyes we'll have to see what is dye. Classification of dye on the basis of structure and application. There we have to see the preparation of some important dyes like methyl orange, crystal violet, phenolphthalein, alizarin and indigo. Depending upon the structural unit present in the dye, it imparts color to the fabric, and these are some commercially important or laboratory synthesized dye which we have in our syllabus. Drugs. What is drug? What is the difference between drugs and medicine? What is analgesic and antipyretic substance? Their synthesis and uses. We'll have to study some sulfa drugs like sulfanilamide, sulfadiazine. Some antimalarial agent also we have to study like 4,7-dichloroquinoline and their uses. In part C, pesticides, we have to study some types of pesticide, that is insecticides, herbicides and fungicides. The synthesis and uses of insecticide, herbicides and fungicides, prominently malathion as an insecticide, 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid, that is 2,4-D, as a herbicides, and thiram as a fungicides. Then unit 5, photochemistry. The student, those who opted physics at graduation level, can easily understand this unit, because you will have to study the kinetics and some the laws of photochemistry in this unit. The Lambert-Beer's law, statement and derivation, then the deviation of Beer's law, laws of photochemistry, quantum yield of photochemical reaction, reason of high and low quantum yield we'll have to study in this unit. Then photosensitized reaction, kinetics of photochemical reaction, and the important phenomenon like fluorescence, phosphorescence we'll have to study in this unit. Then interconversion system, then inter-system crossing. Then the explanation of some important phenomenon like chemiluminescence and bioluminescence with example we'll have to study in this unit. Okay. Then part 6, that is molecular spectroscopy. Molecular spectroscopy, the spectroscopy in which properties of molecule can be studied. For that, we need to understand what is electromagnetic radiation, the characteristic of electromagnetic radiation in terms of wavelength, wave number, frequency, energy of photon, spectrum of electromagnetic radiation as well. And then types of spectra: emission spectra, absorption spectra, atomic spectra and molecular spectra. That we'll have to study under this unit. Then some important spectra like microwave spectra, then vibrational spectra we'll have to study, in which the derivation of expression for moment of inertia of diatomic molecule can be studied. How to determine the presence of isotope in a molecule can be studied. Then we have to determine 0-point energy. Then we can also determine the 4 constant of the covalent bond in a vibrational spectroscopy. So these are the spectroscopy which are very much useful for in order to know the properties of molecule. Then Raman spectra also we have to study here. Raman effect, which is known as Raman effect. Raman spectrum of molecule. Condition for exhibiting Raman spectra means molecule, which molecule shows Raman spectra, which is called as Raman active molecule. Then the vibrational Raman spectrum of diatomic molecule will have to study. And again we'll have to see some selection rule. If every spectroscopy has some selection rule, so therefore selection rule for microwave spectroscopy, IR spectroscopy and Raman spectroscopy will also have to study in this unit. Now we can see some books that you can use as a reference book. For inorganic chemistry, you can use Principle of Inorganic Chemistry by Puri Sharma Kalia, Textbook of Inorganic Chemistry by A.K. Day, and Selected Topics in Inorganic Chemistry by Malik, Tuli and Madan. Fourth one, which is a very important book, that Modern Inorganic Chemistry by R.C. Agrawal. These are the inorganic chemistry books, and most of the books, almost all of the books are available in central library, that you can issue it, and in order to have better conceptual understanding you can refer it. For organic chemistry you can use Organic Chemistry by R.T. Morrison and Boyd, Organic Chemistry by Pine, Organic Chemistry by Mukherjee Singh and Kapoor, Organic Chemistry by S.K. Ghosh, and then the Organic Chemistry by T.W.G. Solomon, which is a very important book. Those who are preparing seriously for mastering the chemistry subject, you can use Solomon as a reference book. Then for physical chemistry, we have Physical Chemistry by Borrow, Principle of Physical Chemistry by Moron and Proton, Principle of Physical Chemistry by Puri Sharma Pathania, Physical Chemistry by P.W. Atkins. These are the reference. You can also use Physical Chemistry by Bahal and Bahal, which is a very much important in order to have a better understanding of physical chemistry at UG level. So these are the reference book. You can use it, and anyone can easily master the subject. So this was about the syllabus of semester 5 of chemistry student. Thank you.